Hi, in this video, let's talk about multiplication and division involving positive and negative integers. I think majority of the students should be no problem to remember these rules. Positive, positive, you get a positive answer. Negative, negative, you get a positive answer. Positive, negative, you get a negative answer. And negative, positive, you get a negative answer. In other words, whenever you see two of the term having the same sign, positive, positive, or negative, negative, it will generate a positive answer. If the sign for the two terms are different, one is positive and the other one is negative, it will generate a negative answer. Okay, but maybe you are curious why negative will give us positive, right? So you can think this way. Now let's say you have, let me draw a diagram for you first. Okay, now let's say you have two creditors, you owe them money. So I will just use a very small number, easier for you to think about it. Let's say you have two creditors, each of them you owe 3 ringgit to them, means that you need to pay them back 3 ringgit. Okay, so in this situation, I'm going to use negative 3 to represent this situation because you need to pay them. The money is going out from your pocket. So, okay, negative 3, negative 3. So I have two person here, two creditor. So I will be represent this situation by 2 times negative 3. Okay, so now if these two person come to your life, now you need to pay them come to your life. So I'm going to use plus to represent this situation. You need to pay them. Therefore, the money that you can spend is actually less, right? The value is decreasing. That's why positive, negative, you will get a negative answer. Now you have 6 ringgit less because you need to pay them 6 ringgit. So the money that you own will become 6 ringgit less compared with before. Okay? Now that's why positive, negative will give us a negative answer. So how about if you take this 2%, take away this 2% from your life. So in this situation, still the same. 2%, each of them you need to pay them 3 ringgit. So 2 times negative 3. But you take away them from your life. You don't have to pay them anymore now. Take away. So I'm going to I use negative minus to represent this, take away this 2%. Okay, now you don't have to pay them anymore. So you have more money to spend, right? Therefore, the value is actually increasing. Negative, negative will give us positive. So this is why negative, negative, you get positive answer. Positive, negative, you get a negative answer. So some students might be thinking, why the division and multiplication using the same rules? Okay, you can think this way. Division is actually the opposite of multiplication. So for example, if I give you A times B is equal to C. Okay, let me give you some number over here. Now, 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So I can say that 3 is actually equal to 6 divided by 2, right? I also can say that 2 is equal to 6 divided by 3. Okay, do you agree with this? Do you agree with me this one? I think should be no problem, right? Okay, now let's look at this one. So positive times positive is equal to positive, right? Okay. So this means that if I move this over here, positive divided by positive will give a positive answer, which is the same as this one. Positive, positive, we get positive, right? So how about if I have positive, negative? Positive, negative, we get a negative answer, right? Okay, so if I move this to the other side, now negative divided by negative, you get a positive answer, which is this one, right? Okay, now let's look at this one. Positive, negative will give us negative. So if you take this one, move it to another side, become divide. Now negative divided by positive, we get negative. Negative, positive, negative. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, so negative, negative equal to positive, right? So same thing if I move this over here, I'll move it over here. Positive divided by negative, you get negative. Positive, negative, you get negative. This is why the division is actually using the same rules as multiplication. Okay, so I hope that you can remember these rules. It's actually very simple. Their signs are the same, they will generate a positive answer. If their signs are different, they will generate a negative answer. These rules apply for multiplication and division. And also sometimes you will see like this. Let's say, for example, plus negative 3. In this situation, you also can use this rule. Positive, negative, you change it to become negative 3. Also, you see this, negative minus negative 3. Negative, negative, you change it to positive 3. But you don't have to write the positive sign in front of the integer. For a positive number, you don't have to write a positive sign. But for a negative number, definitely you need to add a negative sign. Okay? Now, let's try some questions. Okay, now let's try these few questions. Positive, negative, but you might be thinking, teacher, I don't see any positive sign. So if you see a 3 without, you see a number without any sign in front of it, then that will be a positive number. Okay, so here this is positive 3. Okay, now positive, negative, you will get a negative answer. So write the sign first. Positive, negative, negative, write negative first. And then think about 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And this one you need to copy. Okay, now negative, positive. Again, you might be thinking, where is positive? Now 6 in front of 6 here, we don't have any plus or negative sign, right? This means that the 6 is actually positive 6, okay? So negative, positive, you will get a negative number. Write the sign first. 6 divided by 6, you will get 1. Okay, the answer is negative 1. If you are not sure, you can always check by using your scientific calculator. Okay, now let's look at this one. Negative, negative, you get positive, but you don't have to write the positive sign, it's actually okay. So 4 divided by 2, you will get 2. Don't forget to copy the 5. Okay, so we don't have to write the positive sign. So positive, positive, again, you don't see any sign in front of 2 and you don't see any sign in front of 5. This means that this is positive 5 and this is positive 2. Okay, positive, positive, you get a positive answer. We don't have to write the positive sign. 2 times 5, you will get 10. Okay, how about this one? Now, you don't see any multiplication or division sign over here. But if you see a parenthesis and in front of the parenthesis we have a number, this means that it is multiplication. Negative 6 times negative 3. Okay, so negative, negative become positive. As I told you just now, we don't have to write the positive sign. So forget about the sign, just think about 6 times 3. 6 times 3 is equal to 18. And don't forget to copy this one. Now positive, negative, we will get a negative number. 18 divided by 9 is 2. Okay, so the answer is negative 2. So how about this one? Again, we don't see any multiplication sign or division sign over here. So this means that this is parenthesis. It means that negative 7 times 4. Okay, so negative, positive, you get negative. 7 times 4, you get 28. And don't forget to copy this one. Now, negative, negative, you get positive. Don't have to write a positive sign, it's okay. So 28 divided by 2, which is equal to 14. Okay, so this is a way how we solve multiplication and division, which involve positive and negative integer.